Beautiful creatures of the world, and welcome back to Coffee with Kerri-Lynn. It's a beautiful day in the far north of Maine, up along the Canadian border in the crown of Maine, and I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you are as well. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world, I want to thank everyone for joining me here, whether you are joining me on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, or the other video platform that I really can't mention here because it degrades me in the listings. It rhymes with crumble. I'm over there. I am actually monetized over there, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world. All the spicy content goes over there because you just can't say things on other platforms. If you are joining me on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, or YouTube Music, please think about following my podcast. There's a little button above on your screen above this podcast that is currently running. Follow me over there. Give me a 5-star rating. It doesn't hurt you guys any. It doesn't cost any money to do that. And that will boost me up in the algorithms. And maybe eventually, 100 years from now, I will be monetized on those platforms as well. If you are joining me on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me here on this platform. This is where it all began. I would like you to think about subscribing to this channel, liking, disliking the video. Doesn't matter. Add a comment, share it with a friend. Any attention on YouTube is good attention with the algorithm. I do appreciate everybody being here, and I know y'all looking for Freaky Friday, and it ain't gonna happen this week, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world. The reason being, Freaky Fridays are a completely different beast in content creation. I have to do a lot of research for Freaky Fridays, and there is editing, heavy editing for Freaky Fridays that we do. Now, that being said, most of you who join me on a daily basis, you guys know that my husband was very, very sick over last weekend. He had a very bad infection, sinus infection, and he had to be put on super strong antibiotics. And my week was getting him better. Now, while he is feeling a lot better, looking better, he's still quite under the weather. So my focus has been the homestead, it's been my kids, it's been my grandchildren, and obviously himself has been the star of my life, especially for the last week. Not to disclose all his medical information, but he has a birth defect in his sinuses that don't allow the sinuses to drain, and 25 years ago it almost killed him, the infection. So just want to let you guys know that I am doing Freaky Fridays. It's just my mind has to be there to do it because I have to learn the material. This is not just something that you kind of everyday videos you can just kind of throw out there, general topic of the day, have a discussion. I put on an intro, I put on an outro, and it's over. But for Freaky Fridays, it does need heavy editing, and I kind of do have to learn my material. That being said, I want to thank everybody who has made Freaky Friday story suggestions, and I'm diving into every single one of them, and they will be going up, your suggestions, in the future. I really enjoy the direction some of you guys and gals are pointing me in for different stories, whether they're supernatural stories or they're just unsolved murder mysteries or thrillers. I mean, I've been really enjoying going down those rabbit holes, and I thank you guys for pointing me in different directions, stories I had never heard of before because I don't live in your part of the country, and it was a hot thing when it was happening in your country. I live in New England, so most of my content is really geared more toward the stuff that's happened in New England, but I like to branch out and I like to explore different parts of the country, different parts of the world, and different favorite shows. I don't want to do shows that have been overworked, like is H.H. Holmes, Jack the Ripper, and there's really not a lot of new angles you can get with that. The Lizzie Borden stuff, although I live 15 minutes from the Lizzie Borden house growing up, it's been so worked. It's just There's no new angles. And it is what it is. And I think everybody's covered every single angle of those really, really highlighted historical thrillers, murder mystery type things. There are some obscure ones that I am going to be getting into. But like I said, those take a little bit of time, and I really need to learn my material, get the names right, get the dates right, get the situation, the story, so it flows. So there is work. There's content creation behind content creation, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world. And I promise you guys that we're going to have a Freaky Friday coming right up as soon as I can put my headspace there. That being said, there's also a really cool thing that has been happening here on the channel. People have been subscribing. Yay. And new content creators have been subscribing to my channel. And I promise you, if you are a content creator and you subscribe to my channel and I get the little notification thing that you've subscribed, I check everybody out and make sure that they have a channel active or don't have a channel. If you have an active channel with content on your channel, I will follow you back. You follow me, I'll follow you back. And it's the same thing on Facebook and Instagram. If you got a Facebook, if you got an Instagram, if you follow me over there on Coffee with Kerri-Lynn, I will follow you back. And if you are on X and you follow me at Coffee with Kerri, I promise you I will follow your X account back. I think that we need to work in a more fluid community like that. There is no reason why, if somebody who is just starting out or even has a big channel that follows me, I follow them back. And big channels have a lot of people following them all the time. But I think if you are a content creator and you follow another content creator, it should be reciprocated like that. I believe in reciprocation just because, I may not watch all your content. I may not be over on your channel frequently, but I do know what it means to try to get subscribers to your channel, to try to boost yourself in the algorithm. And I think it's the least that we can do for each other to help each other out, because we are on these video platforms. I don't view people as competition. I never did. If you want to do what I'm doing, do it. And I will absolutely give you a helping hand to do that. Every year, we hire high school kids. I think I've told this story before. And every year, the high school kids want to learn this, that, and the other thing. And then they come into my business world, and then they think that they can run the company better than I can. They want to be the CEOs. They want to start at the top. And I always just kind of hand them the broom and say, darling, y'all got to sweep the floors and clean the toilets before you can do anything. I don't want you interacting with customers until you can sweep the floor and you can clean the toilet without a complaint, because that's where we all got to start, at the bottom. But that doesn't mean we can't gently give each other a little hands up. I do not believe in climbing to the top of something and then pulling the ladder up. I want to take as many people as I can along with me. So, like I said, if you're a content creator and you subscribe to my channel, I get the little notification, so and so subscribe to your channel. I actually do check your channel out, and I do subscribe back. And if I've missed anybody, let me know. Drop me an email, coffeewithkerrilynn@gmail.com. No hyphen on that. That's coffee with KERRILYNN @gmail.com. So you can drop me a line there. Now, not to say, if you guys try to promote on my channel, your channel, if you try to promote in the comments, I promise you I will delete the comment, because that's rude. And I don't try to promote on your channel. So that's not how I believe in content creation. The other thing that you're never going to see on my channel is crazy headlines. I know. People are doing it. They make the thumbnails, breaking news. While I do a variety show, I talk about a lot of things. I talk about life. I talk about family. I talk about politics. I talk about the dumpster fire that is the world right now. I talk about marriage. I talk about the supernatural. I talk about living close to nature. I talk about gardening and homesteading and livestock and all that stuff. When I do have news to share, I do not put up those fear headlines. I don't believe in it. That's just not a thing that I believe in. And I think if you want sane information in an insane world, I'm your girl. And we can do it very normally. There doesn't have to be thumbnails with breaking news. This has just happened. This just in. It'll be in the content. Watch the video. I want to give people more solutions than fear. And if we can sit down and talk about things in a rational, sane way, we all have eyes, we all see what's going on in the world. You don't have to have a lot of added anxiety and excitement to the program, to the platform. You can get your ideas across to people, in my opinion. Just doing it in a very normal way. Sit down, have a cup of coffee, shoot the shite with each other, and find out what everybody thinks. Get the pulse on where the mind of the masses are. And if you are here and you are subscribed to this channel, you are a thinking human being. So I really don't have to nab you with huge headlines. It'll be in the content. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world, thank you for listening to me with my little 11-minute rant today, and thank you for your understanding about not having a Freaky Friday today. I have other priorities, and I really do appreciate you guys respecting that. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world, it is Friday. It is time to go into the weekend with a lighter heart, in a more joyous mood. Take the burdens of the week off your shoulders, even if it's for just a little while. Think outside of the box. Let your imagination wander. And thank you for joining me, even though we are not having a Freaky Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world, carpe diem, because no one promised you a tomorrow.